Hi everybody, welcome to Buns and Guns on Tuesday, 30-minute class. Make sure you've got your weights, so hand weights, a variety, whether you're using hand weights or you're using something that's improvised, bottles, cans, whatever you can find. Watch your work area, make sure it's safe. If you happen to be outside enjoying the sunshine, make sure that you stay hydrated and don't get too warm. Hey Amy, so we're going to get started in about 30-40 seconds. Work at your own pace, so take it up higher if you want. If you want more weights, definitely add on. Just want to make sure that if you're going to add more weight, you probably go slower. Okay, so just keep those tips in mind. And just for your awareness, the fitness instructors are doing a session with AMU tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I think it is. So if you're an early riser and you want to join us on Microsoft Teams AMU session, maybe you can give us a try there. It's all of us all together, which is kind of cool. All right, so we're going to get into your spot where you're going to start working out. We're going to start moving those legs. Get the body warmed up. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Up again. Exhale down. One more time. Shake it out on the way down. Excellent. And a bigger march. Gonna take those legs wide on the march and go to a tap side to side. So we're just gonna roll the shoulders back as we tap. And if you don't like that move, you can just hunch up one side then the other. We're just trying to get a little movement going into some areas that might have been like frozen all morning. And now step touch. Bring the arms in. Good. Bring it front, pec press. Take that step touch to a heel front. So don't straighten the leg completely, just tap the heel down. Maybe you can add a bit more energy. So a couple more people joining. Make sure you warm up before you go right into some of the cardio sessions. Shake it out, march it out, deep breath in. Bring the arms out. We're gonna put palms up, thumbs facing back, and start to roll the arms. Small to big, back to small again. Palms face down, small circles forward, the opposite direction. Get bigger, and go back and get smaller. Good, one more deep breath in, and going into our three-part warm-up. Jogging, jacks, and squats. Each of them for 30 seconds, repeat 3 times. So let's start with our jog. So knowing we're gonna do 3 sets, you can start off maybe a little easier, add intensity with each next set. Your choice. Arms are comfortably at your side. Hopefully it's nice and cool where you're working out. Getting pretty warm out there today. 3, 2, 1, and into jacks. So landing, feet softly, knees always slightly bent. I'm doing the checkup of my head, making sure your work area is safe. Your arms don't have to touch, but you are trying to get full range of motion. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land those feet and into a squat. So as we sit our hips back, we push onto our heels, we slightly lift our toes, we do a little check down, making sure that we can see our toes beyond our knees all the time. Keep going. I just lost my timer. There we go. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Run it out. So this time, I'm going to do my jog with my heels coming up a bit more to the back. Again, you want bigger arms. Increase your range of motion. Warm everything up. 3, 2, 1, and jacks. Your options. You can do side to side jacks, full jacks, or you can slow it down. There you go. Whatever you want. Your warm up, your moves, you know what feels best. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squats. Here we go. Sitting back again. We've got those feet landing just under your hips. They don't have to be glued together, but it's not a wide leg squat. So it's like a number 11. Feet side by side. Dig in those heels. Push out those hips. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. 1, 2, one more, and 3. Bring it up. Our last jog. So if you want to increase, maybe it's knees up front. You can always walk very briskly for your warm-up if you don't like the jog. A little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Last set of jacks. And again, options, side to side. Slow it down. March it out if you need to. Land softly on those feet. Keep your knees slightly bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set of squats. Your arms come out front as a counterbalance. Push those hips back. Squeeze up more. Squeeze the glutes, inner thighs. Yes. Squeeze. Dig in your heels. Slightly lift your toes when you go down. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Squeeze. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Excellent. Good. Okay. We're going to start with some arm raises to the side. So I'm going with my medium weights. So I've got 2, 5, 7, 10. So I'm starting with my 5s. You do what you need to. We're just going to take a step side, squeeze back in. Side, squeeze back in. When you get comfortable with your foot placement, take it down a bit more with the hips, and you're into a side squat, squeeze it in. Elbow 90 degrees. Then swing it out, so the weight's out in front of you, and we start to press, up, squeeze in, up, squeeze in, up, squeeze in. Like you're resisting, somebody's pushing on your arm, or you're moving through some really thick liquid. Press up, press back down. So focusing on what the arm feels like, but don't forget the leg. You squeeze those inner thighs. You squeeze the glutes. Arm goes no higher than your shoulder. Squeeze in. 4, 3, keep the chest up. 2, good. And march it out. Other side. Grab a drink anytime you need one, especially if you are in a warmer spot today. Anytime your body says, hey, I need a break, go ahead. Don't wait for me to add it in. So you're starting to step wide. You're going into a squat, pressing those hips back, squeezing the legs back together. Let's bend that arm 90 degree. Weight out in front of you. Start your lift. Lift and resist. On the way back down as well. Press up, press down. Slow, squeeze in. Slow, squeeze in. Good. Exaggerate it. Really work those muscles. Maybe you don't even need to, but just to add the squeeze. Make it worth your time. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Perfect. I'm going to turn aside so you can see my feet. And I'm just going to start touching my toe back, opposite leg, switching side to side, bending those arms again. Keep your palms facing up. Start to drive your hands forward, but keep them low. Belly button height. Now you start to lean forward a little bit. Maybe the leg goes back a little further when you're touching. If I want to make it even harder, I start to lift up through a squeeze in the glutes, down the back of the leg. I squeeze, I squeeze. Harder still, I hear you say. Squat, then squeeze, squat and squeeze. So, gotta go a little slower. So if you are not doing the high intensity moves and you want to go a little quicker, that's okay. Our count will be different. But if you are putting all the moves in, you've got weights in your hands, your challenge is to go slower. Squeeze those legs. Core tight. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good stuff. Going into a wide squat. Feet point out on a diagonal, knees follow your feet. When you go into your squat, check that you can still see those toes, because going lower means pushing hips back, not pushing knees forward. Keep the chest high. Alternating arm lifts to the front, no higher than your shoulders. Slow. Good. Resist both ways, up and down. Don't just let the arm drop. Inner thigh, give me a squeeze. Glutes, give me a squeeze. Yes. Keep breathing. 4, 3, squeeze harder. 2. Excellent. We're going to turn to one side. So my right leg is forward, my left arm is going to do the moving. I start going into a knee dip on the back leg. It's straight down and up, not forward and back. And I start to lift my left arm, opposite side of my front leg. Shoulder height, pressing a little bit back beyond my hips. Slow it down so that we have control. 8, 7. Some of you may want to load up on the weight. Go ahead, keep them close. 4, 3, squeeze, squeeze. 2. Last one, back to a wide squat. Right into the down and up, keeping the chest high. Let's alternate the arms again. Here's an option, lifting them both together as long as they don't draw you forward. So, keeping your back straight, core tight. Use the muscles in your legs to stand up. Or alternate the arms, your choice. 4, 3, 2. Good. Turning. Second side, start your knee dip, back leg. It's a down and up, not forward and back. Start lifting right arm or whatever arm is opposite to your front leg. Going slowly, lifting, pressing, lifting, pressing, squeezing the legs. Notice how different it feels when you go slow. Those muscles talk a bit more. Squeeze. Good, you can do it. I know you can. Yes. Let's try 2 more. 2 and 1. One last set of wide squats for 8. You choose your arms. 7, maybe no arms. Maybe they just hang in the middle. I don't know how you're feeling. You choose. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to go into deadlifts over row. Going to take a quick drink. I'm gonna load up and go a little heavier. So again, feet at number 11 under your hips. We want our hinge to come at the hips, not through the shoulder. So we lean over and extend. We row up our elbows nice and high. We extend again, and then we squeeze the deadlift up. Over, row, extend, squeeze up. When you do the row, think of squeezing shoulder blades together at the back. When you do the stand up, squeeze glutes and hamstrings, inner thighs, just a little bit more. When you lean over, tighten the core. Yes, keep your chest open, good. Never straightening those knees, always slightly bent, good. Up, and if you just want to try it, you can go into heavier weights. See what it feels like. Maybe you can do a couple, which is more than you did last time, but then maybe you're gonna go back to a more comfortable weight. Let me go one more. Core tight, good stuff. Okay, we're gonna go into our squat, push, squat, stand. So if you made with those legs, just give them a little walk out, plant them down again, and let's just squat and stand to start. Squat and stand, hips back, digging in the heels, lifting the toes. Then we're gonna add arms, shoulder, press, shoulder, stand, shoulder, press. I'm going nice and slow. You've got those heavier weights. You need the extra time. And if you don't have weights in your hand at all, going slow is still good because we're gonna ask all the muscles to squeeze as hard as we can. And the longer we keep them under tension, oh, the better the outcome. Squat, press, squat, stand, press. Give me two more. Press. Give me one more time. Press. Good stuff. Think if you need one. Getting ready for some tricep work. So choose your weight as we work the back of the upper arm. So I'm going to start alternating legs stepping back, landing on the ball of my foot, and then eventually I start to get a little deeper. But if you don't like it, just keep your step. Bring those elbows up. Squeeze those elbows together at the back of your body. Again, squeezing shoulder blades. Now with the legs, press back, bring it in, press back, bring it in. So if you're just touching the toe and you want to focus on the tricep only, that's okay. If you want to, go into a deeper lunge. We've got time to do it, slow it down. Good, keep those elbows up. Keep them up, mine are sneaking down. I gotta keep reminding myself. Good stuff. 4, 3, 2, good. All right. Stay in a long stride. You can keep one weight, you can load up. We're gonna lean slightly forward with our free hand. We're gonna bring the hand down to the foot, towards the floor, and then pull up close to the body, elbow high. Down, elbow back. Down, elbow back. Yep, still working triceps. Yep, if you want, is your option for the legs. You can do that knee dip again. 4, 3, 2, last one. Shake it out, switch legs. Remembering, we're doing the same move, but if you don't like the intensity, if it's different on the other side, that's okay. You could be dealing with a different limitation. maybe an injury. So the hand is down, the elbow's back. Arm stays close to your upper body. Adding the knee dip if you want. Down, up, down, up. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Good. Grab a drink. I'm just waking up my timer again. Okay. So our next set is our wide squat. Bring it in. We're going to bring opposite hand, to the leg that's stepping out. So it's a wide squat that turns more into a lunge. Wide, maybe the shoulder, maybe up with a press. You can add a knee. Lots of variation, different levels of intensity. If I'm going way too slow for you, speed it up a little bit, but not too much. We don't want momentum to carry us through. We want our muscles. 4, lift. 3, lift. 2, push. Good. Excellent. Ready to move to the other side. I need to shift a little bit. Start a wide step, squeeze in. Wider, squeeze in. Wider, lower. More of a lunge. Start to add your arm down to the opposite foot. Bring it back to your shoulder. Then a press. Then a knee lift with the press. Up. Core tight to lift the knee. Slowly. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good stuff. Grab a drink. Keep your weights close. We're going to do some suitcase squats. So on suitcase squats, suitcase, laptop, grocery bag, whatever it is that you carry, that's always in one arm. Maybe it's a young child or a pet. We load up one side. We try to counter with the other side to keep the shoulders square over the hips. So again, number 11 with the feet. Start into a squat. Squeeze up. So I've added a total of 10 pounds to one side. Doesn't sound significant, but if I weren't resisting, I'd go like this, which we don't want. So it's about staying straight up and down, using the legs to get you safely down and press back up. Squeeze glutes, inner thighs. 4. This arm is out for balance. You can stay at your side if you want. 2. And 1. Okay. Are we doing one side? Are we doing the other? You decide whether you want to adjust weight or not. Into our squat. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Chest stays high. Push those hips back without bending forward through your body. So, nice and open, breathing deep. 8, squeeze up. 7, 6, last 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Putting my weights down. We're going to choose one leg to stand on. And we're going to keep the knee soft on the standing leg. And I'm going to start to do a curl with my free leg. What I want to make sure when I do my curl is that I don't start to lift the knee forward as I curl, because now that's a knee lift. I want the knee pointing down, thigh slightly behind my standing leg. Remember the soft knee on your standing leg. Now, I want you to pretend you added more weight on your curling leg. Squeeze more, use your imagination. Squeeze. Eyes on one thing that's not moving will help with balance. We're gonna hold the heel up, and we're gonna start to press away from your body. Again, slowly, as though you're pushing a door, pushing something that requires a little bit of force, pushing the arms in the opposite direction. A lot of imagination needed here. What am I pushing? It's really heavy, isn't it? Really imagine that. Go slow. Add a lean if you want. Challenge your balance more. Extend. 2 more. If you lose your balance, touch down, that's okay. Last 1. Good stuff. Same thing on the other side. Standing leg, soft knee. Curling with your free leg. Your thigh is slightly behind your standing leg. Knee pointing to the ground. Heel coming up to your buns. Maybe in this first part, you just want to have the arms curling. Add that imaginary weight on your heel. Work harder. Squeeze more, go slower. Good. Hold this one up. Start to press away. The door is heavy. You're pressing a really heavy door with your heel. There's one in front of you as well. You're pushing against it with your whole palm. Push. And they're actually just a little bit out of your reach. So you gotta lean. You got that picture in your head. You're super strong. 4, 3, 2. Yes, good stuff. Back on that first standing leg, soft knee. Let's go with a knee lift up. Touch if you need to. Your challenge is not to touch. Do as many as you can without touching. If you've been doing this class for a little bit, you know that rotation can be added. We don't want it quick, so keep it a little slower. We can also add that extension, contraction, outer thigh. Touch down if you need to. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Walk it out, switch to the other side. We are almost done. Gotta leave us time to do some stretches. I went right into the rotation. You don't have to use it if you don't want. Core tight. Tummy is pulling that imaginary string. The string is pulling your knee. Extend and contract at the bottom if you want. But try not to lean too much. So if you see me leaning, I'm probably losing my balance. I am trying to stay straight up. Might not be coming through, I'm not sure. But that's our intent. Give me 1 more. Good. Shake that out. Deep breath in. It's a little warm here in my garage now. Working up a sweat. Good. Excellent. Shake out those arms. Your legs can continue to walk a little bit if you want to keep them moving. We're going to take our hands above our head. Try to stretch through the whole upper body, lifting your waist off your hips. I'm going to stop my feet, keep my knees soft, slowly lower my hands in front of me so I'm looking at my palms, and I pull away from my upper body. Stretching through the shoulders, upper back. Good. Bring it down, shake it out. Deep breath in. This time flip your palms facing up to the ceiling. As they come forward, your thumbs point down. You're looking at the back of your hands. Your palms are facing forward. As you lead with the heel on each palm, you feel more of a stretch on this one in the upper arm, and it's really the back of the upper arm, more the tricep area. Bring it down. Let's bring one arm back. You can walk those fingers down between your shoulder blades. You can just have it resting. Nice, or just hanging out here. Your free hand is not pushing or pulling, just a little support. We want to try to keep the bicep by the ear, elbow pointing up. Bring it down. Second side. So you don't even need that hand if you don't want it. Bring it down. Let's give ourselves a hug. Open, switch the arm that's on top, and give yourself another hug. So this is probably the way you normally don't do it, because we usually do our comfortable side first. Shake it out. Stretching for the legs. So stand in a nice long stride, check your toes, both feet pointing straight ahead. Lean slightly forward, hinge at the hips, core tight. Press the heel, back foot, and soft knee. Calf stretch. That's where you should feel it. Slowly bring those shoulders back over your hips, up onto the ball of your foot. Press your hips forward, do a little bit of a tuck. Squeeze your buns. Feel the stretch. Hip flexor down the front of the thigh. We're going to hear my alarm go off soon. Come out of that, step in halfway, hands go on the back thigh. Sit back, press your hips. And I'm just going to stop it. Maybe. Okay. Lift up the toe on the front foot. Your knee is soft, so you're not locking. Feeling a stretch, glute, hamstring, calf. Bring that foot down, roll up nice and slow. Get ready on the other side. So start with a long stride, check your toes, both feet straight ahead. Lean forward, hinge at the hip. Chest stays open. Bent knee, back leg. Press the heel to the floor. Stretch the calf. Slowly bring the shoulders back over the hips, up onto the ball of your foot. Press your hips forward. Squeeze your buns. Feel the stretch, hip flexor, quads. Release that, step in halfway, hands on the back thigh, we're almost done. Push the hips back, pivot onto the heel, front foot, core tight. Soft knee, toe up to your nose. Nice stretch, glute, hamstring, calf. Bring the foot down, roll it up. Last stretch, lean against something or work on balance. Bring that foot up into your hand. Soft knee on your standing leg. Now press forward, squeeze your glutes. Feel the stretch again down the front of your thigh. Almost done. Switch, other side. So again, just a reminder that we've got a class going on with AMU tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You can join the team session and you'll see your instructors all in one group. How awesome is that? Deep breath in, let it go, and up, and shake it out. Drink lots today, guys. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.